Well, hello everyone. I am just going to very briefly make sure that we are all in the same place, that I'm streaming to the right place. And it seems that I am. Fantastic. Let me know in the chat if you can see me and hear me correctly. I know that the visuals are not great. I'm going to be adjusting a few things as we speak. Ooh, that's better already. Bright. Actually, we can even cool it down or go full fluorescent. Let's try full fluorescent for a moment. All right, sorry for the delay. Michal very kindly prepared the live stream for me. Sometimes I think in the past weeks I was actually going live like 5 minutes before the hour, sometimes a quarter till. So Michal scheduled it for a quarter till, and I didn't check and didn't realize. So you all feel that I'm late. I don't think that I'm late. I have arrived precisely when I intended to. Do let me know if everything's okay, how the audio and visual levels are. I know that the stream screen is weirdly cropped. You can probably see my desktop icons there. I tried to adjust that a bit. I'll try to figure out later. I don't think it's a big deal, so I decided to go live anyway. Armed Samurai says, "Why so late?" I'm not late. You think I'm late. But should you play it, always arrives precisely when we intend to. All right, let me go over here. We have just 3 minutes until some pretty exciting games are revealed. And correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have a kind of a brain void moment. We're opening the third vaults now, right? Third vault, and we're going to have another clue in a few hours after this, right? This is number 3. I've had such a week. Those of you who joined the clue stream, yeah. Last week was the second. We were guessing about the third, yeah. And this is the third vault games. We're going to get 2 games, at least one of them pretty exciting. One of them a repeat, but from a long time ago, like 2019, I think. No, not that repeat. Repeat after me. It is not that repeat, but a very solid game nonetheless. The other one has not been free, at least on Epic, but is a $60 game. And if that's not AAA, I don't know what is. Thank you all for being with us. I see Richard Lindau in the chat. As always, Peter Rowan as well. Peter Rowan is here, not late. Of course, Peter Rowan is also never late. Our longest running members also get the umbrella immunity of never being late. You always arrive at the stream when you intend to, because there is no deadline or dismissal time for our most loyal members. Legion Rides is also here. Jack Onage, hello sir. Richard Lindau, I believe I already greeted. Richard, thank you for being with us. Fox King is with us, and so many others. If you want to make sure you get a notification to join the guessing for the clue that will arrive in a few hours, make sure you're subscribed. This is a good time to check that. If you've been watching a little bit, then make sure that you are subscribed, and that's the easiest, freest way to support us and make us happy and feel good. So please smash that subscribe button, and we are going in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Limbo and Tiny Tina's Wonderland. This, if you didn't know, is a game in the Borderland series. It was considered to be kind of a spin-off. We played a little bit of it at one point. It's a different type of game, but it was selling at $60 when it released. This is a full AAA game in the style of Borderlands, cel-shaded graphics, and we're just going to check out. Okay, most important question. Stay with me. Most important question. Next week, how many games are we getting? And then we're going to dive into the games that we just got now. We don't know yet. Okay, stay with me. Guess in the chat. In the chat, tell me, like, how many, before you see it, how many games do you think we're getting next week? They have given us multiple games in the vault every single time. So let's figure that out. And then We're gonna dive into these games, see what information and clues we have. Oh, come on, Epic. Tell us! Tell us! I know you just gave us like a really solid classic indie game and a AAA game, but we want to know what's next! We're kids. We're excited. That's what we do. Get used to it. Come on. And still not yet. Does anyone see it? Does anyone see it in the chat? Everyone counting. Love it. Love it. Worst, Marco says, worst games ever in the world, bro. I don't know what your standards are, but, no? Fox King, 100. One huge game and one mobile game. Limbo was released in 2019, I believe, from the Epic Games Store. And it is a cool game. If you haven't played it, if you didn't get it when it was free before, and that would be for the people who were at the very beginning of Epic free games, it is definitely worth picking up. Do not sleep on that. And it is a special, unique experience. Almost as good as its spiritual sequel, Inside, which I believe we've gotten twice from Epic and is very worth playing as well. I think that was our very first review on this channel. Our first game review ever. Let me just confirm that. Since we have 700 people here, it's time for a Should You Play It channel history lesson. Let's give me a second, everyone. Fish. That's not right. I am not prepared for this stream at all, but that's okay. We can still find it as a public user. And oldest first review ever, Inside. 5 years ago, over 5 years ago, actually. For old time's sake, go and have a look. It is not good. It is a great example of how skills like YouTube, like streaming, like making videos, being engaging, speaking English, which is my native language. These are all skills that you improve over time with practice. And like 2,000 videos later, I like to think we're much better at making videos now. So if you want a fun little chuckle, then check that one out. We're not going to do that right now. All right, refreshy. Still no information about next week. Interesting. George has an interesting comment. Bro, scamming channel is going to end. Epic Games is not giving away free games. Like, hello? You can claim them right now. No scam. They're right there. And it's no thanks to us. We're not giving you the games. Like, we're just telling you that Epic is giving it. Anyway. Don't take the bait, Caleb. Don't take the bait. Robot Shlomo. I claim both of these, but I have no idea what they are. Well, you came to the right place. I think I'm gonna. How loud is that squeaking to you guys? I think I'm gonna change my chair in a little bit. But Jaconage says, "Wow," and Darth Wizius says, "Hello, folks." Wow, folks. Indeed, I'm surprised. Also because, full disclosure, this is not a scamming channel. We are completely honest about the limits of our abilities. We did not guess that these would be either of the games in the vault. I don't really see how these were in the clues, but hold on. Can I manage this? Okay. Hold on for a second. Because I need to... what do? Gonna do... How about this? Will that work? Okay, let's go meta. Yeah, let's go full meta for a moment. And while you're over there, I'm just gonna check something over here. Frostbite is back. Hello, Frostbite. I'm pretty sure you were a member before. Welcome back. I'm sorry for not being prepared, guys. I am actually not at Michal's house where everything is already prepared and connected and logged in. I'm streaming from my own home this time. Long story, not important why, but I arrived home from work a little bit later than expected, and so not everything is connected to this particular browser, but that's okay. We'll sort it out, right? And... Good. All right, and now we're gonna go back. There we go. No. All right, looking for Epic. Let's see if they're ready to show us what the clues that lead to these games were supposed to be. We can at least start with that. Anyone? No. Nope. Not released yet. All right, we'll check back. Pinned tweet. Okay. We will come back. And here, anything about next week? Maybe the Vault game. Okay, I thought maybe for a moment, I thought maybe the Vault games would be 3 weeks. So next week, the final day of the Vault games for 2025, we will also be getting 2 games, which means 9 games from the Vault in 2025, which is absolutely unprecedented. In the past, usually we were getting 1 game per week. And once we got the BioShock trilogy as part of the Vault, not Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was at the end of... Jack Onage has become a member. Where did you go, Jack? No. Jack is back and has been a member for 33 months. My, how time flies. I think you were pretty quiet in the beginning. And then you started really throwing your weight around, didn't you, Jack? Thank you very much for being with us. And Frostbite, once again, welcome to the family. If you didn't know, you can now use all the Should You Play It emojis right down beneath your little chat box. So, what was I saying? Yeah, once we got not Tomb Raider. If anyone's going to start talking about Tomb Raider in the chat, that was for the Christmas games. Once we did get BioShock trilogy as part of the Vault, which was very unexpected and surprising. And so that means that year we got not 4, but 6 games. This year, we're getting 9 games. Not all of them AAA, definitely not all of them even that exciting, but 9 games in 4 weeks, guys. Anyone who's going to complain about that does not understand what a golden age of free games we are going through right now. There was a time when if you wanted to have something to play, you had to pay for it. Or go through a risky process of, like, there's always risks involved with that. So, very interesting that Epic has decided to do this. It seems that the rumors of Epic's demise have been greatly exaggerated. Every year I'm thinking, like, how long can they keep this up? Do they really have the money for it? And this year they kind of leveled up their giveaways. Not only giving away, like, AAA games like Tiny Tina's, but, like, adding other games to it as well. Limbo is a really solid indie game. That's the type of game that doesn't really age. I encourage you to give it a try. It has my stamp of approval, even though we didn't review it because it was released even before this channel existed. It's like a prehistoric game. Raybolt, it's me, Grey Wolf. Hello, Grey Wolf. I remember you. And of course, Raybolt. Yeah, I can't keep track of the changing titles. I apologize. Richard Lindau says, also great games and for free. Epic Games always rocks, says Abhishek. Not always. They don't always rock, but considering what we have gotten them from over the last like 5 years, like, yeah, it's pretty incredible. And George is back. I remember George. Yeah. Hi, George. Please stop this channel. You are scamming people by just reacting to epic free games and making money out of it. Easy money. George. I missed you. Where have you been? Easy money, you say. Like, you know, every year in August for our channel birthday, we show our full analytics, all the money that we make. And especially when you divide it by 2, if we had like decided to get part-time jobs here in Prague, we could probably make that money in about 10 hours of work each. And instead we probably put 10 hours of work into the channel each week, each of us, sometimes even more. So easy money it is not. It's something that we enjoy. But you're not going to listen to me, are you, George? You don't care what I say. You're just going to double down. And for some reason, you've decided this channel is a scamming channel, which I find fun. I think until you're actually annoying people, someone out there, you're not really achieving anything. So you haven't arrived until you have at least one hater. Danny Jacob Sam, why you like this, George? George, GTA 5 only gonna happen in your dreams, guys. I have both GTA 5 and RDR2 just flexing. We agree, George. See, common ground. We can do this, George. We can find common purpose and bring together the camaraderie across the various factions of the gaming community. We must no longer be divided by our opinion about whether this channel is scamming or not. We agree, GTA 5 is not going to be free again. Jack?
It's all right, George. Not the easy money, but it's called disposable income.
Well, I think, Jack, you seem to have disposable income. At least I hope you do, because you've been throwing a lot of it our way, and very much appreciated. Thank you once again, as every week recently, Jack, for donating to this channel. We do appreciate that. That absolutely helps us justify to our families and our friends why we spend so much time on this channel, so that we can continue making these videos that make sure all of you know about free games and great deals and all of that. Yeah, I think it's a good deal for everyone. Thank you, Jack. All right, we'll come back to George later, I suppose. I don't think he's going anywhere. Darth Wizius, Unreal Engine makes more money than all the storefronts combined. It's like comparing Microsoft to Sony, I believe. And then next level beyond that is the money that Fortnite makes. I think, I haven't checked this in a while. Can someone Google this? Tell me what you find. I think the Epic Games, I think it's now making a profit, but it's not profitable over its entire lifetime. Like the first 4 or 5 years, it was definitely making a loss. And I think now if you take 1 year, it is actually making more money than it's losing, but it hasn't made up for all the money that it lost in the past. But someone fact check that, please, because I think that's still the case, but I can't remember. Marco Polo. Why not GTA 5 again? I'm too young and stupid to claim it. Yeah, it was free in 2020, and we don't see it happening again because it cost Epic Games $20 million, and that was like their first big push to get everyone signed up for Epic Games. Now I feel like everyone who's gonna get an Epic Games account has gotten an Epic Games account. Like, do you know anyone who just found out about free games on Epic like this year or 6 months ago and has signed up for an account now? I feel like everyone who signed up is already signed up, which makes me wonder why they are still giving away free games. I honestly don't know, except that it does bring people to the storefront. There's 2 possibilities if you really want to talk about this. And then we're going to check out these games, and then I might be able to figure out how to give some some game keys await you. So the two possibilities, kind of the less cynical one is that every week the free games bring people to the store where some of them might actually notice a deal or a sale and decide to buy a game. The more cynical idea is that Epic Games has to show to its shareholders or its board of directors or something how many clicks and how many visits they're getting to the Epic Games store each week. And because hundreds of thousands, millions of people must actually click on the Epic Games store in order to claim the free games, they might not focus on how many people spend money on the game store, but they are going to show how many people visited the game store. So, monthly active users and all of that, which then is just empty air to prop up their business decisions in front of, I don't know, shareholders, board of directors. So that would be really cynical, and I feel like really superficial at this point, because everyone who's involved in the game store now must know that there are these free games that bring in a lot of people who don't spend any money. So how effective would that strategy be? I don't know, but that's the most cynical idea that I can think of, that they can't stop, because then their monthly active users will drop dramatically, and there will be serious questions from the people with the money. That's a possibility. Don't tell anyone. Bob, if you're listening, don't send the hitman after me. I'll tell no one except my 529 closest friends. But everyone's going to keep the secret. Don't worry. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's okay. Can we see your entire Epic Games library? Not at the moment. Some other time, probably. Usually, often on our birthday, August 19th, we do that. But basically, except for the first 3-4 weeks of Epic Games Store, I've claimed every free game. So look at the list of games that have been free from Epic, and that's my library, basically, with a few purchases here and there. N47 Eames says, I rarely go to Steam anymore. I only use Epic nowadays. That's the goal. I mean, and it works. It's not as good a launcher. It doesn't have as many functions. But sometimes you might want less functions, right? And other times you realize that because you've gotten hundreds of games for free on Epic, it's just easier to go to Epic. That was the plan from the beginning. And no, that's not some evil strategy. That's called business disruption, my friends. It's not going as smoothly as Tim Sweeney was hoping, but it is going. It is definitely going. Let's see, Richard Lindau. Bob is a generous and pacifist idiot. Don't worry. That's a good summary. Very good summary. David Poirier Films. Many people go, but I don't have space for that many games on my hard drive. But I don't currently have a strong enough computer. Oof, that hurts. That does hurt, because you're right, David. There are still people out there like that who don't understand that you can just claim it and keep it in your library forever. You could maybe not install it for 10 years when you have a better computer. Or log into your account on a friend's computer and play together there. It is really a shame that so many people for years have not realized what they've missed out on. We're doing our best. I don't know what more we could do than to have this channel, to be promoting it, to spend tens of hours every month trying to get more people to know about it. We're trying to be a public service here. At a certain point, getting people's attention, getting them to listen is the hardest thing in the world. If we had mastered that, well, I guess we'd be in a different business and be very, very rich. But we're not, because I'm not even drinking Red Bull. I'm drinking Max, and it's not sponsored. Call me Max. It's not sponsored. It's because it's cheap. Yeah. Roberto Pimentel, I remember you, says, I played the wrong Tina. After all, I got the 2 new games. All right. Tiny Tina. I'm gonna need to choose an accent. Let's go with wizard, okay? 'Is Embark on an epic adventure full of whimsy, wonder, and high-powered weaponry. Roll your own multi-class hero, then shoot, loot, slash, and cast on a quest to stop the Dragon Lord. I like that. That was, yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, rate me, guys. I feel like I almost nailed that one. 1 out of 10, what do you give me? To be honest, the clues make 0 sense, says Giorno. I'll come back to that. While I'm here, let's finish talking about the games that are currently free. Blah, 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 blah. Limbo. 7.5, 7.5. Fish, you guys. Fish, you. That was an 8.5 or a 9 at least. I was feeling it. Richard Lindau, 12 out of 10. And Richard Lindau just earned himself all of the free game keys. The rest of you get nothing. I'm kidding. This requires. Don't look. Okay, don't look. Don't look. You can't know. Okay, good. That was close. You didn't see anything, right? Oh, this is going to be easy. All right. Rate this, Philistines. Uncertain of his sister's fate, a boy enters limbo. Not as good. Not as good. I admit it. Hey, I'm trying to be realistic. I fully admit it. Didn't hit that one. My drink is talking to me. Unjust Hero, 13 out of 10. Well, now you're just being patronizing. Now you're just trying to suck up for game keys. I know. Richard Lindau, 12 out of 10. I could feel that. Like I think he's being really realistic. 13 out of 10. Come on, dude. Get serious. I'm kidding. Thank you for all of your encouraging and crushing ratings of my voice acting talent. Frostbite, 12 out of 10. You can't rate the second voice higher than the first one. Come on. 1954. You saw? You know? If you're on the internet, my friend, Abel, you might want to look up a little thing called... Wait, I can do better. Since you're on the internet, I know you are because I can see you. You might want to look up a little thing called misinformation. It's going to be a thing. Check it out. Educate yourself. Jack, I assume you saw my emails. Yes, but I did not prepare them. You know what I'm going to do? Caleb has an evil plan. Tune in next time for Caleb's evil plan. I saw someone asking about Michal, my co-host, who's usually right over there, and who is usually in charge of the streams, which is right now you can see like my little icons down there and up there, because he's the technical person. He's not here for like a month and a half. He's been in Japan because he is a lucky little fish. And he's going to be there for still a few, like 3 more weeks, I think. Then he'll be back and everything will go much more smoothly. But he's having a fantastic time here. There was a live stream with him last week. You can still check that out in the channel if you miss him. George says, guys, I have YouTube Premium. And George keeps flexing. Just keep flexing. Just keep flexing. Just keep flexing. Yeah, that's not fun for anyone. Joseph Wilson. Oh, I see the question. I don't know how to answer it, but we're diving in anyway. What is the difference between misinformation and disinformation? Is misinformation when someone doesn't purposely give out false info? Is disinformation when people do it intentionally? I think you answered your own question. That is my understanding. I am not an expert, but it is my understanding that misinformation may not be intentional. It's just wrong. Disinformation is intentionally trying to mislead people with wrong information. Jazel says, he is claiming all those games. That's why we're not getting game codes. Roberto, Callan, bad voice, 10 out of 10. I don't know what that means. How many people in the chat right now are calling me Gora? Oh, just one who's spamming. Yeah, I just answered that. Darth Wizius, Dead Island 2 and a repeat from last week. Yes, correct. And this week, we have something similar going on. Tiny Tina's Wonderland Adventure. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands and Limbo, which is a repeat. But honestly, at this point, guys, anything that was free in 2019, I almost don't consider it a repeat because that I'm totally here for it. Most of you don't have those games. Tell me in the chat, how many of you were claiming the free games in 2019? Because I think most of us could use those games to be free again. Constantly we're seeing people who didn't claim GTA 5, didn't claim Kingdom Come Deliverance. So these games, if they're free again, Subnautica, 2018. We would love for those to be free again, right? Even if you do have them in your library, so many people don't. I see Jody has been claiming games since 2021. Arjun, 2021. Nonuhan, Farming 2022. Was free. Actually was free. Fever, first time for both games. There you go. And Gan, I didn't even have Epic Games yet in 2019. That's what I'm talking about. WASD says since 2020. Many of you probably since GTA 5, which was in May 2020. And so you missed over a year and a half of free games before that, including Limbo. Check it out. It is a 3 to 4 hour game. Try it. Try it for half an hour. If you're not into it, then stop, uninstall it, and move on to Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which is all about booming and shooting and like dragons and stuff. Borderlands style. But if you like it, then also it's easy to complete it like in one sitting, in 4 hours, depending on how you are with puzzles. It is a memorable, atmospheric experience. So I know I'm spending more time talking about Limbo, but because I'm sure everyone's excited about $70 Tiny Tina Wonderlands, most of you are going to try that. Speaking of which, it's time for a poll, and then we're going to move on to see if I can give away a few game keys. How do I, God, I miss Michal. I wish Michal was back. Things go so much more smoothly. Not only is he better at the technical things and more prepared, but with two people, it means we can like take turns, one talking and one dealing with like technical things, and it just goes so much more smoothly. The streamers that build up channels doing everything completely by themselves, like that is next level, guys. Like, good on you. David says Limbo. Oh, I'm gonna do a voice. Limbo is disturbing in the most delicious way. Indeed. And Arjun says, does anyone remember Tomb Raider Trilogy? I remember. I will never forget. That was a big moment. And Hamashu, I only missed 2 games, KCD and Subnautica. Those are bad ones to miss. Those are 2 big ones. Later bought KCD. Whew, good. That was close. Yeah, it's not expensive now. Totally worth it. All right. I was gonna add a poll, but honestly, I don't really see. I have my chat window up, but I don't see a place to add a poll. I don't know. What's your opinion of Tiny Tina? You know what we should do? Is check out a little bit. Frostbite just upgraded to a super fan. Thank you very much, Frostbite. It's always nice to have more people up here in the thin air of the peak of Should You Play It membership. No one has ever gone beyond level 2. It's because we don't really intend for anyone to go beyond level 2. But thank you very much for joining the upper echelons of Should You Play It fandom. And anyway, meanwhile, it seems that Tiny Tina is not a game. Noted, Steam. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Dragon Lord. Recently, mostly negative. So overall, since June 2022, we have 16,000 mostly positive reviews, and very recently 300 reviews that are all mostly negative. Something's afoot, chat. Something has happened. What has happened recently? Well, let's check out those recent. Updated their terms of service. This extends beyond the Borderlands franchise. Mods are a bannable offense. Display of cheats or exploits is bannable. It's about a change of terms of service. We bomb the game reviews until they remove the invasive software EULA updated terms of service. Okay, so it's about new terms of service that are probably across 2K games. So it's not about this game. Ninja, should I play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Abso-fishing-lutely, you should. But be prepared. It is really hard to get into it. That game makes you work for your enjoyment. If you want the experience of being a medieval peasant, which, according to one of the most famous medieval historians, life in the Middle Ages was nasty, brutish, and short, you will understand why if you play the first 10, 15 hours of the game. After that, you get armor, you get some skills, but you actually have to have skills to be able to play the game well. And so it's very easy to bounce off of it, but if you get into it, it is just, I loved it. I played so much of it, and it is an immersive medieval life simulator. And I really think you should play the first one before you play the second one, which is more polished, probably better story, bigger game, prettier graphics, but it's going to be more meaningful if you start with the first one. So highly recommend it, especially for the price that you often see it for. So yes, short answer, yes. Astro Josh, hi Astro Josh. I'm sorry if I haven't noticed your comments recently. You've been with us for a long time. Nice to see you back, or nice that I see you. Yeah. Anyway, Astro Josh says, so no mods and cheats. I get that. I mean, kind of me too. Mods is one thing. Mods is, I feel like players should be able to, especially if it's single player, players should be able to use all the mods they want. But it is online co-op. So if you're using mods on online co-op, that is tantamount to cheating, depending on the mod. But then I get that. If it's online multiplayer and you're trying to make it fun and fair for everyone, then yeah, it's okay to have certain rules in place for sure. Did you beat KCD 1? I did. Yeah. I think did I 100% it? I don't think so, but I spent a huge amount of time there. Legion writes, how much you have for the gaming laptop now? It's not on the screen. Yeah, sorry. Can I? Wait. Order group selected. No, that's dangerous. Move forward. Order. Yes. Move up. Move to top. That didn't help at all. Nope. I tried, but yeah, my setup now here at home, at my home, is weird. So, I believe we're approaching like $600 for the laptop. Like a lot of that, like I'm embarrassed to say what percentage of that is probably from Jackonage, but that's where we're at. Jack says, you haven't added 3 weeks of donations. I'm sorry. Michal is the one who actually has the login for that little doodad to update it. And I keep forgetting to send him the information about which donations were given each week. And then he should add it. We'll catch up. But I guess we're approaching $600 now, which means by this summer, at some point, we should be playing some co-op games like Split Fiction. I think it might be in our future. Astro Josh, welcome to the... Astro, as a member. You were a member before, right? Welcome back. And Marco, I found you from TikTok. Really? I thought you'd been with us for years. Astro's back. Yay! Yay! Jack says it was at 592 last time, and we haven't gotten any donations except for you, Jack, in the last 3 weeks. So add $60 to that, which means 552, right? Yeah, something like that. Sorry for not updating it. No disrespect meant. Non-existent attention span says, I love you not only on Christmas. Good, because you're here, and it's May. June. Is it June? No, it's still May. Whew. That was close. Almost lost a month. Jack says, you have a TikTok? We do have a TikTok. Actually, some of our videos are getting like millions of views there. I'm going to see if I can show you our TikTok. And then I'm going to give away some game keys. And then... Wait, let me just to be safe, I'm going to move you over here. Bear with me while I try to open TikTok. Going into the dark side. I don't think I can because I don't have the login. Yeah, I'm reliant on Michal for so many things. Yes. Yes. Look at that. Okay, coming back, moving back. Decline. Okay, gonna bring you guys back with me now. There. So why can't I scroll? Why no scrolly? Videos. Go away. Why no scrolly? Log in to see more. Okay, anyway, that's our TikTok. Like the most recent ones haven't gotten that many views, but some like some of the Clue videos were getting like hundreds of thousands of views. Very few people come over to YouTube from TikTok. At one point, we were actually trying to put the link to our YouTube channel in TikTok videos, and our channel the TikTok channel got completely deleted. Just like no warning, no question, just boom, gone. And we had to start from the beginning and learned our lesson that, oh, TikTok doesn't like it when you try to like funnel people into YouTube. So we just have it there, and it's really nice to know that some people at least found us. TSG says, you look sad without the other guy. Your perceptions are correct, TSG. You seem to be a very astute and emotionally intelligent fellow. I am sad here without the other guy. I'm happy to be with all of you. It's not a deep, serious sadness, but I would definitely prefer for him to be here. Francis has 400 free games, and 3 of them I played for more than 1 hour. Lol. Yes, but they are there forever. Isn't that lovely? UKK, what can we get next week? Well, you know what? Maybe Epic has posted the clues, at least revealing what clues were supposed to lead us to Limbo and Tiny Tina. Yes, here we go. Seriously? Okay, you know what? In my defense, that is very much what I saw in the clue, even with all the distortion. Not this one, definitely. Like, what the fish? Yeah. I think at one point I was talking about like it looked like an octopus or something, but no. Okay, the distortion completely distorted that one. But this, I saw that. I was making guesses about unicorns. We made guesses about drills. My question is, I don't even know which game is supposed to be which. And once again, my point would be, Epic, you don't need the distortion. If you had shown us these clues, we would have lots of fun guessing. But this tells us nothing. This is not a giveaway. We would still have like 10 possible guesses. Maybe get one of them, but so I believe that means that this clue here, the like drill thingy, is Tiny Tina. Yeah, because Limbo has the spider. Tiny Tina, do you see anything that looks like that drill? Is it this sword thingy here? Is it that thing she's holding there? Limbo, okay, Limbo with the spider. Yeah, got it. Got it. Like, very obscure. Like, that could be Skyrim. That could be like so many games. But yes, I get it. Would have been fun to guess, though, if they had just shown us a symbol of a spider and let us guess about games with spiders. That would be a fun stream. And this, I guess it's that sword, but that is so, like, so random. Goodness. The drill is a reference to the Butt Stallion's horn, which is a diamond unicorn. Okay. Like, if you say so. Yeah. It does mean that, at least for the first clues, you guys were able to guess Happy Game. You saw that the symbol, the clue was like a face with a big smile. Someone thought of Happy Game. I thought it was a good guess, and we were right. So it is possible, but I feel like even if like they had just shown us those, I'm not sure any of us would have gotten either. Definitely not Tiny Tina's. Maybe Limbo would have come up, but it might not have been one of the top 5 guesses. Not a sponsor, by the way. Call me Max. All right. I am going to bump you guys once more. I'm going to move you over while I carefully log in. And what I'm going to do, I didn't get to finish my evil plan. So, evil plan, I'm going to try to log into Prime Gaming now. And if there are any new games from GOG, which is the only platform that we can give you the keys, because the other platforms, they are linked directly with Prime Gaming, and when you claim it, it just goes directly to your library in Epic or Microsoft or whatever. GOG, we can take the key, I can give you the key, and we always do that. So I'm going to log you in there, but others that have come to me by email, especially from Jack and a couple of others, I'm going to organize those a bit better, which I wasn't able to do yet, and I'm going to give those away in the Clue live stream that should happen in 2-3 hours is when Epic usually drops the clue. All right. Jody says unicorns are a Tina thing. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to bump you guys over here while I log into Prime Gaming and look for some new games. I think there's some nice ones on GOG. Meanwhile, open your GOG launcher. You're going to need that to claim the games, and you're going to have to be quick. Oh no. Nope. That's not going to work. It's sending a verification code to my phone that I'm using to stream right now, and it's in airplane mode because it's my camera. Let me try one other thing. Yeah. I'm gonna screw something up. I can feel it. Let me come over here. Yeah, you see, that's what I'm looking at. Gonna come back over here, and while you take a gander at this, I'm gonna what the okay. Okay. Yeah. And then what's happening? Yes. Okay. Might be making progress here. Nope. It's so rough. So rough. Michal is so good at all this. Come on, let me in. You know me. I'm on this computer all the time. Don't make me sign in with two-factor authentication. Okay. The other browser also, even though this is my home computer where I always log in, it wants me to get a OTP code from my phone, which I can't use right now. That means I'm going to organize some game keys, and you should definitely be subscribed and turn on the notifications so you'll get a notification as soon as I go live to talk about the clue. We'll all have lots of fun guessing about the last clues for Vault Games in 2025. I know it's difficult. I know we don't have a great record this year, but it's lots of fun, and we always have a chance to figure out what's coming next. We could be excited about something. But added bonus, I'm gonna prepare a bunch of game keys and give them away during the guessing live stream that should happen in 2.5, 3 hours. And I think I'm going to give away a key every time someone makes what I consider to be a good guess, 100% subjective. I am the judge. I decide if it's a good guess, which means saying what you think the clue is and how you see that in the game. Then I will drop a key into the chat that won't necessarily go to the person who made the good guess, but the person who makes the good guess will kind of unlock a game key to be dropped into the masses of the chat for someone to heave aloft in victory and enjoyment of a free game. Which means we're probably going to say sayonara for the moment. Oh, I already see people are dropping keys into the chat. But we're going to leave for now. I'm going to try to make a couple other videos before the clue is released. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the clue video. Where are we? Yep. In just a bit. So thank you very much for being with me. Someone says, it's quite fun, but the clues are insanely hard. Totally agree. GOG is owned by CD Projekt Red. Confirmed. Dragonfruit. It's GTA 6. It is not. I doubt Tiny Tina would have been a good guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone like mentioned Tiny Tina, but just, there are hundreds of people putting random game titles in the chat, and it feels like more like a wish than a real logical guess. So I feel like I saw someone say Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and now that person is probably going to take credit for saying, I knew it. You didn't know it. None of us knew it. There was no reason to think it would be Tiny Tina's. But it's cool. I have screwed up my chat window, so I wanted to make a poll about how you feel about Tiny Tina. But tell me, last question. Scale of 1 to 10. How happy are you about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands being the free game? And then I will close the chat and we'll see each other again in a few hours. What do you think? Wizzy, please don't be late for the clues. No promises. Last time I was at work until like 10:30 and then came home and started a live stream. So I do what I can, man. Do what I can. For Tiny Tina, I see 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 2. Codes! 1 out of 10. Astro Josh, 20 out of 10. Wizzy, 20 out of 10. 9, 7, 5, 9. I would say everyone's like, the average is more on the excited side. Kurisu Code. I don't understand the thing he is talking about. Keys. Can you make me understand Epicologists? I'll like game keys, like free games. I'll in the next stream I'll drop them in the chat, and if you're the quickest one, then you'll be able to redeem it and get a free game. It's just like random games. People send us game codes that they're not using, and we give them to all of you. That's all. Negative 1.22, 1, 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9, 7, 17.5. When's the next stream? Whenever Epic drops the clues. in probably 2 hours or something. So, ooh, there's a Caleb in the chat. Caleb Josh Villela. Most Calebs I know are either British or American. That doesn't sound like a British or American last name. Caleb. Like, I'm pretty sure you're new. I'm Caleb. Where are you from? What are you doing here? I'm the only Caleb on this channel. Now I have to stay until Caleb tells me. Dan and Tabs. It's Caleb Simulator. Well, apparently we are through the looking glass because there are 2 Calebs here. I've been cloned and given a European last name, apparently. Caleb, speak to me. Come on. I can't leave until you tell me what you're doing here. Invader. Hello? Jack is loving this. From the Philippines. Wow! I'm always watching since 2022. I'm pretty sure I would have freaked out if I saw another Caleb in the chat, so I haven't mentioned you. I haven't noticed you. Sorry about that. Thank you for being with us, and a great pleasure always to meet another Caleb. You spell it exactly like I do, which is the correct way. None of this K nonsense. Like, it's just ridiculous. So, Caleb Josh Villela. I like it. You're clearly a man of taste and style, I can tell. Thank you for being with us, Caleb, and all of the other Epicologists. I hope to see you in the stream for guessing the clues. As much fun as I have with you, I have to leave you and do other things. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.